Welcome, everybody, and welcome back to the Strange Exchange. Did I say welcome twice? I hate you, Rob. This is episode
Yeah, welcome back to
35.
the Strange Exchange. I'm Andrew. I'm just not into it today. I hate
Episode
this.
35, Rob. Thank you. Yeah, this
Well,
is your
sound a little
fault.
more
You did.
enthusiastic. I've been working on this since episode
You
one.
did
Your
this.
enthusiasm sucks.
This is your fault.
I mean, okay, so the Halo servers are down. Well, boo-hoo.
Pissed. The Halo servers are down. That's right, everybody. The Xbox 360 Halo servers are down for anybody who has played Xbox or likes
Yeah,
Halo.
they've been down
Not
since
that bad.
2015. I don't think that's changing.
Oh, listen to
You
this
said
guy's
360, buddy. I think you're a time behind.
No, that's the ones they just put down.
What?
Yeah, the 360 ones.
Oh, they took them down permanently.
Yep. They're down. Like
They
they're
didn't do that
actually-
already?
Nope. They just went down just this week, and a lot of people are crying. So show some freaking consideration, man. The heck, man.
Who's crying? Who's still playing a 360 online? What?
Some people are. I don't know.
This
They
is
were,
ridiculous.
sorry,
Well,
past
whoever they
tense.
are need to take a shower and get a clue.
Yep. You're right. Here's your
It was
quote
you,
for the
wasn't
day,
it?
Rob. Into each life, some rain must fall. By Henry Wadsworth. Wadsworth?
Yeah, I think we need new
Longfellow?
quotes.
Come on.
What?
I'm really trying here, man. I'm really trying.
We understand, but it's like I feel like you're not putting your heart and soul into it. You just
That's a great quote. It's short and sweet.
like
What's
you
wrong
should
with
be
it?
reading Ezekiel 17.
Oh yeah, some
The path of the righteous
Pulp
man.
Fiction.
Yeah, see? That's funny. That works. People understand that.
Amazing.
People feel the
Amazing.
wrath. Anyway, what's on the agenda today? What do we got in the menu?
So I started watching Breaking Bad again. Fantastic show for anybody who has not seen it.
You're
It's amazing.
restarting it, huh?
Yep.
Have you ever watched Better Call Saul?
No, I'm gonna start watching that too, probably simultaneously.
Why didn't you just start watching? I think that's
I
Saul
gotta watch
is a
that.
prequel to the actual show.
I gotta watch that movie too.
That I've never seen yet. The movie
There's a
about Jesse
Breaking Bad
Pinkman.
movie. Yeah, he's all old and stuff now.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's a new movie with Jesse Pinkman titled "You're My Bitch." That's the name of the movie.
Bitch, yo, you little bitch! I made you my bitch.
Whoever wrote his dialogue clearly just didn't take a lot of time.
Well, that's his character. That's his character. He's like one of those.
I know. He's just he's a
adult
junkie.
junkie kind of person, and he just has no.
He ends up
confidence.
being the one that you feel the most sorry for, though, in the show.
Yeah, well, yeah, he gets screwed up by Heisenberg.
Yeah, pretty bad actually. He gets dealt some pretty rough stuff in the show.
El Camino is the name of the movie, by the way.
What was it? His girlfriend or whatever got murdered.
Yeah, that was sad. In the show, that was. Really
And then
sad.
he gets pretty much hospitalized by Tuco in like season, what was that, 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's got a little bit of a rough journey.
First season was. Once you got the taste of the first season, you're like, all right, this is the show. It's gonna be pretty effed up.
Well, yeah, the first few episodes kind of didn't hook me right away, but then the longer I watched it, I was like, okay, I'm getting more and more interested. I just, the characters are great. I think they detailed them pretty well. Asac Schrader, he's a dog. Yeah, it's a good show.
That was fantastic.
I'm not restarting it yet, though. I got some time yet. I'm just trying to think. If I'm going to restart a show, I don't think it'd be Breaking Bad.
You're gonna restart,
probably have to be Dexter.
Oh yeah, that's definitely worth it. I've watched that a couple times over. Another amazing show. I can't wait to watch the new season.
Yeah,
or the new show, New Blood.
I've been holding off. I'm not sure that because I just don't feel like it's gonna like rope me in. Like the trailer did, but it was just not enough. Like the original show, you just can't top that. I'm sorry, you can't. The characters in that show
Oh
are
no
brilliant.
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dokes,
So.
Dokes, and like um, the hell is his name? Masuka. I'm trying to think of the Hispanic guy's name that was on the Force.
Um.
The dude with the
Christ.
goatee and they always
Now I
wear the
can't
hat.
remember. God damn it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's just the
It's gonna
characters in
drive
that
me
show
nuts.
are just they're so like they just stick. They stick with the show really good. They really fit. They're very distinct, and they leave like they just leave like those memories, like those personas in your memories, and it's like, oh yeah, that's that one show with
Oh, it was
all the funny
Angel.
people. Yeah, Angel. He was a good character. Obviously, Dokes was great, even though I don't want to spoil the show for anybody, but disappointed with that situation. Um,
Hmm.
and yeah, well, otherwise it was like it was a good show, fantastic.
Definitely a must see if you haven't seen it. There's like a few. I don't know. Like, would you consider Dexter like a show that just will stand the test of time? That no matter when you watch it, it'll just be a classic, no matter what.
Personally, for me, yes. Debatable for other people. I don't know. Everybody that I've talked to about the show, they said that they've liked it
Mhm.
and it was really good. Like anybody who's seen it, like I've never heard somebody say, "Oh, that show sucks, man. Hate that
Well, I'm
show."
just thinking because there's those shows out there that are called all time classics, and
Like The
Breaking Bad's
Office.
one of them.
Like The Office.
Well, I don't know if it's an all time classic in terms of again another character one because the characters in it are great, but after a while, like season 7, once it's over, you could pretty much stop watching. You don't have to watch the rest, and that goes for a lot of shows though. But then when you get The Office, or let's say you like Seinfeld or whatever, then you get the other sitcoms that are just not as good. I'm sorry, Big Bang Theory sucks. It blows. It's not good.
I
Sorry, not interested.
know a
Two
lot
and a
of
Half
people love.
Men was funny for a while, and then it hit a wall, and it wasn't funny anymore. Because sorry, the sex comedy just gets old real quick when you do it every episode.
It is like the same thing every
Charlie,
episode.
you brought another woman over? Oh man, that's great.
Every episode is just like how lame Alan is, and then how
Yeah,
like
it's
much
Charlie
sex
is a
he has.
bachelor that just constantly gets women, and
He's like, I got more money than
Hal
I.
is a guy
Than
that
he can
goes to
shake his dick
restaurants and he
at.
can't pay the bill.
I got more money than I can shake my dick at. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a simple show that just it.
Do you remember Berta? Is that her name? She's always like the big. She's like a big Olga, like Russian lady. She's like,
Yeah,
don't fuck with me. She's not actually Russian, but
like normally if somebody like that's talking to their boss, you're usually gonna fire them, but Charlie needs that little bit of clarity, I guess, in the show.
mm-hmm.
I think she ended up dying recently, not too long ago.
Berta.
Yeah, she was old. Like she was. I remember she was in Mr. Deeds. she
Oh, she
played.
did die.
She played the
She died
the
in
pizza
2020.
chef. Oh, but yeah, I
Like
mean
you
the
need
shows
to
that I'm trying to think like all time classics would be Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, for sure. I highly
she died from a
recommend people to
cardiac
watch that.
arrest, by the way.
Huh?
Uh,
Oh,
Berta
she was a bigger lady, but
died
she was
from
also
cardiac
pretty
arrest.
old.
Yeah.
I don't think she was. What's another all time classic? I guess for us it would be more opinion based, but
Yep.
I'm sure somebody's gonna say Game of Thrones, and I've never watched it, so I don't know. I don't know what to say on that.
There's so many shows to watch. I'm like,
Yeah.
my head's
Well, just a
spinning so
lot of them
hard.
suck. I've tried. I listen to people's recommendations and I'll try them. Some of them are good. Some of them absolutely suck. Like, I'm sorry, that Parks and Rec show is just annoying. I don't like it. Other people do, but Aziz Ansari is the worst, like, comedian to ever grace a screen. Sorry, he's just not funny. He's just a loudmouth, and doesn't make
Is
for a
that
good
short
character.
Indian guy?
Yeah, I think he got
Oh
like
yeah, he's super
I think
annoying.
he
I
got
don't like
accused for some sexual
him.
assault stuff too. Anyway, like every other comedian, but
Oh boy.
uh, and then you got a show like trying to think of sitcoms. I like Seinfeld just because the characters are great.
Seinfeld's definitely a classic, no
Each
doubt.
character has a certain little thing about them that just creeps out every episode. It's a certain
Yep.
little flaw in their game.
Seinfeld, Seinfeld doesn't make me like fall out of my chair laughing, but it's
No,
definitely a good show.
it gives you a chuckle.
It's just entertaining.
Everybody loves Raymond. Gets me out of my chair though.
All right, that's definitely a classic too. I
If-
really like that.
you
I've
know,
always liked that show just because of my parents too.
when I was younger, I just never cared for it. And then as I got older, it's like, the show's actually pretty funny.
Oh, dude, yeah, you definitely made the right choice, the right switch. I've always liked that show. Would always be
Yeah,
dear to me.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I enjoy. I think it's a
I do
show
like
people
that
need to
show.
watch.
Yeah, I like that show too. It's a good one.
I mean, without Danny DeVito, the show's nothing. But I
Yeah,
mean,
pretty much. Pretty much. He's like 95% of the show's like stability and balance.
he's definitely their content of like humor. When he's on screen, something funny is gonna be said. You know that. The other guys, yeah, you kind of something will be funny, but it's not necessarily crazy. But yeah, he's good. I don't know. Honestly, since the hype with like The Office because of the pandemic, everybody's stuck inside, so they're watching shows.
Ugh.
It kind of made me resent the show even more, and I don't like it because I did like the show, but people kept watching it, and it pissed me off now. They're making like
I like
anytime
that.
I see like the action figure or whatever the hell, the little what are they, the Funko Pops
Whoa,
and all this
Funko
like
Pops.
yeah,
Yeah, I
the
didn't know what those were.
memorabilia. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like it's cool. I get it. You love your show, but my God, man, my God, just
Yeah,
relax.
I like that show, but yeah, the obsessive like I feel like everybody overhypes
Yeah,
it,
I think
and
it
it's
comes down to similar to A Nightmare Before Christmas. Same thing.
same concept. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that movie. Like that is that's a classic to me. It's nostalgic. It's good. I like the animation.
hmm
Just it's
But
so unique.
but
But
it's that
yeah,
hot topic aspect.
yeah, we're like it's like everybody overhypes it again. Like The Office, like
Yeah.
it becomes it's got its own enigma. Like you see people on social media in person, they have like I'm wearing my Jack Skellington slippers and then my Jack Skellington backpack, and then it's like we get it. You like the movie, I like it too, but man, like
You know what?
you're making
There's
me
another
not want to
movie.
like it.
There's another movie that's getting that attention now too, and it's Beetlejuice. I've just
That
noticed
okay,
recently it's been getting
they
a lot worse for like the
they can
memorabilia
try.
aspect.
They can
They,
try. That's another really fantastic movie that'll never
they're working hard, man.
leave my favorites. Yeah, they can try as hard as they want. Guess what? Not gonna happen. Yeah.
No.
Beetle, it's me, Beetlejuice. Say it 3 times, quick.
The movie is funny. Like that's the thing. It is an enjoyable movie, and again, it's a character movie that's just fantastic. Michael Keaton does a great job as
Mm-hmm.
Beetlejuice. I think it's the only role that
Young
I've
Alec
actually like.
Baldwin.
Yeah, fucking Alec Baldwin.
I wore my
He's
long sleeve flannel, black and white checkered to work, and everybody was calling me Beetlejuice, and I'm like, hey, wait. I'm like, no, actually, Alec Baldwin wore this,
like,
but
oh,
technically,
so
Michael
you're the guy
Keaton
that
wore it
shoots
too, though.
somebody? Oh man.
You asshole! How could you do that? But I guess technically, Michael Keaton wore that outfit too in the movie because he like dressed up. He mimicked his
He
clothing in
wore the
one scene in the
stripes.
movie.
Yeah, he was. Well, yeah, he could do that for anybody though. He was doing all the. I don't know. Alec Baldwin didn't. He didn't sell me in the movie. I'm sorry. He wasn't really that great. He was just kind of there.
What if they
It
made a
was.
Beetlejuice too?
I wouldn't watch it. I'm sorry. None of
You
those
know, you
characters are going to be the same. They're all old now. Well, technically,
yep,
Alec Baldwin and that the other lady were dead. Um,
yep.
and then Beetlejuice was shrunken down to like his head was the size of a freaking walnut.
Yeah, he got the dude, the
And he was
African or
gonna be
whatever. I
stuck
don't
in
know the ethnicity,
purgatory
but
for however
yeah,
many days.
he got the dust sprinkled on him from the shaman guy,
Yeah,
and then his head shrunk again. He's stuck there.
because he stole his ticket, man. He stole his line ticket.
Being an asshole as usual.
Oh man, yeah. That
Yeah.
movie I just recently seeing like people buying all the memorabilia from it, like
Is it the Funko
blankets and
Pops? Is that what you're
not just
seeing?
that, not just that. That's a part of it, but it's more of like Halloween now. Beetlejuice gets his own section and there's blankets and t-shirts and pajamas, all sorts of stuff. The wig, the clothing, it all comes back. And I get it. Great marketing. I will pride whoever. Hopefully the actors are getting paid for this. Or somebody's got to be getting paid for this.
Yeah.
Probably Tim Burton's creepy ass. But somebody's got to be getting money for this because there's no way that they're just going to keep marketing this movie from 1988. It's crazy. Why don't they do that with the Goonies? Come on. Give me a movie.
That's not a really good movie that'll never dry up for me too. It's just classic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at these Funko Pops, and I never really actually like looked at these things before. I've just like heard people talk about them and stuff, and
I see them
they just told
everywhere.
me they were bobbleheads, and I thought they were like dolls or something, but they are little bobblehead type things. And
Similar.
how
The
did
heads
these
don't
people
bobble
not get
though. It's a
sued?
toy. It's literally a toy. Well, they don't get sued because they sign exclusive contracts with companies to market their characters or whatever. Which is why
Yeah,
I mean,
because
like
they
The
do
Office.
every single like movie and show character. Like they have everything, and video
Mm-hmm.
game, and comics, and
Let's say they
what's
did.
well, of course they have anime stuff. I mean, whenever you get this stuff, you're always gonna have that.
So I'm
Cat in the
looking at their
Hat. Oh,
website. Oh, dude, they got a sloth one. That's cool.
oh yeah, yeah. They'll have animals, so Mother Nature's gonna have to sue these guys ASAP.
Yeah, this is. They got Golden Girls ones. Come on now. Let's knock it off. It's like brilliant marketing. Oh, Betty White just died. All right, Golden Girls Funko Pops. Here you go.
Yeah, they hop on the trends. That's how it works, man. That's how it works. How you make money. Like if we did
Oh
a
man.
podcast on Betty White and Golden Girls, like
Oh yeah.
I
Getting
guarantee
money.
you, like let's try an experiment actually. Let's do that right now. This is an interesting topic. Let's see if we talk about Betty White. Let's just bring this up as a topic. Golden Girls. I don't know if you've seen it or watched it much at all. I've seen a couple episodes.
Yeah, I've seen a few
It's
episodes.
an okay show. I'm not gonna say it's amazing, but it's definitely not bad. It's
Mm-hmm.
entertainment, and it's like a Seinfeld type of vibe. Like it's just entertainment. It's kind of
All right,
quirky.
come on now.
Well, it's kind of like you get the same vibe from like quirkiness and like
I
it's you
don't.
get
I don't get the same vibe at all.
oh fair
All it
enough.
is just a bunch of elderly ladies that are trying to get pounded every night and get piped by some
Oh,
dudes. that's that's what it comes.
man.
I mean, there's real life things in it too, but that's what I get, or at least out of the one woman, whatever the one that doesn't have gray hair. Forget her name. The lady that like doesn't look as old as the rest. I don't know how to explain.
Is
I
that
don't
the
know her
one you had a
name.
crush on? You had a crush on her for a long time, right?
I had a crush on the oldest one.
Oh,
No, I've actually I've only watched a few episodes of the show. I don't really know the characters' names. I know like Betty White, and I think that's it. That's all I can.
I know Betty Crocker. That's the
Oh,
only
of
Betty
course you
I
do,
know.
because you like to eat.
Call me fat.
Oh, I ain't
Don't
calling you skinny.
don't tell these people the truth.
Yeah, definitely the visits to the gym are not exactly visits to the gym, though, are they?
No, visits to
it's,
the
it's visits to the
cabinet, the cupboard,
local bakery,
visits to the fridge.
the local bakery, your local gas station selling microwave cookies
Delicious.
and packaged brownies from Entenmann's.
What?
I don't know who does the brown. I don't know. But anyway,
Who knows anymore?
yeah, cow and
Well,
chicken.
yeah, we'll see if people click on this. We're just gonna put a picture of Betty White in next to Betty Crocker, and we're gonna say which Betty are you voting for? And we're just gonna see like people are gonna click on it. Like, what is this shit?
It
It's a
has nothing to do
podcast.
with the episode. It's gonna be just
Has
a
a
flip.
lot to do with. It's an experiment. This is
It's an
experimental.
experiment with marketing. See, this is the whole point of the episode, people, is marketing. See, when you market yourself properly, you can, and it's not just monetary value. It's more of the social value of it. Are we getting people to listen? Are we getting people to view the content, even though there's really nothing to view besides a still image? But you get the point.
That image gets more intense as you look at it.
And the thing is, like, we didn't directly, because I know when we were covering the murder of that Gabby, we got hits somehow, some way, and that's because of the situation at hand. And I think it actually comes down to the tags. Is Betty White still a trending topic? I don't even know.
Probably.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess
Betty
we'll find out.
Crocker's better.
Because there's been like a lot of people that have been dying. Bob Saget, like,
Oh yeah.
like whoa.
Yeah. There's another
The
big one.
Mr. Full House himself, America's Funniest Home Videos. He's also actually a really good comedian too. I'm not gonna discredit that. He's actually very funny. But people look at these names and they don't think much anymore. I guess people die. There's a lot of people dying off. Actually, now that I think about it, a lot of deaths.
Out with the old, in with the new. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, you could say that for some things, but clearly,
We've talked about a lot of dead people this episode.
Yeah.
Isn't death just intriguing?
I'll tell you one thing we don't have a lot of dead people in, and that isn't government. These old bastards still find a way to live. I don't know how. There's people in there that are in their 80s, man. Come on.
Still kicking.
Call it a day.
Swinging.
Go to a retirement community in Florida. Quit filibustering and standing around talking about your frickin' Fix-A-Dent paste for your dentures. I'm done with this.
Super moist white.
No, they eat those Danish cookies that taste like garbage out of the tin. That's what they like.
I swear, they're just like they're sitting in the White House or the courthouse, and they're just like, I'll take whatever tastes like shit the most.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm having.
Chicken salad from Panera Bread.
I'm already in politics.
Bottoms up.
I'm already in politics. I might as well make this worse as I can.
Yeah. What's that? Butter toast? No, thank you. I want shit sandwich.
Shit sandwich. Can you take all the old grease that you put the burgers and fries in from like last week and just pour that in a mug and just let me sip on that for a while?
I need you to cut a hole out of Ronald Reagan's mouth in his painting. I'm going to feed him some cereal.
Can I take a bite out of the Mona Lisa painting? How old is that thing anyway? Old as me? Old as me? Great. So that's what greatness tastes like.
I'm really curious. Who in the hell painted these with crayon? Because these paintings look like shit. This is completely awful.
Blind wife.
Yeah. Just tough.
Well, these guys have been there for a while. The people that have been in our courts and any political mascots like Biden.
When you build a statue of me, I need you to make sure that my bulge sticks out a little bit more. I want to be known as the most hung president.
That is sick and amazing.
You're telling me if you had a request for a statue, you're not going to tell them to make you look a little bit more excessive?
More masculine and powerful and...
At least that way, when people decide to tear your statue down one day, you'll hit the ground a little bit quicker.
Yep.
It's being dink. It'll be a fucking hole in the ground.
Down with the soy.
This man's statue is disgusting. My kids have to stare at this. He's got a raging erection. Who built this? Tear it down. It's a statue of Andrew Rodder. He's not even like at a government building. He's outside Mr. Zero's in St. Paul.
Screaming, I want my dust back.
Yeah.
He only gave me $1 for it.
He bought this statue. I can't believe this. Oh man.
So who do you think
We
will win in a
clearly
fight?
just we don't have nothing.
Who do you think we're gonna fight? Betty White or Betty Crocker? Come on, where's the money?
Betty
at?
Crocker was. I don't think that was a real person.
Oh, but it is. I looked it up. She used to live next door to you.
Betty Crocker is a fictional character from General Mills.
No.
I mean, it probably was a real woman at some point, probably back in the 1800s.
They probably used a picture, but
yeah. This right here was made by some fucking advertiser back in the 20s from General Mills.
You know what?
Betty Crocker Drive. That's actually a little road in, I think it's Golden Valley. Driven past it. Betty Crocker Drive. Well, that's where they make all your favorite cereals. Or, well, I guess they don't make them there, but you get the point. You know, speaking of that though, I'm kind of curious. Which food brand not even just food brand, which brand mascot do you think you would have the best chance of beating in a fight?
Brand mascot.
And it cannot be the Quaker Oats guy.
Oh no, that dude's a serial killer.
Well, he is. He doesn't make cereal. He makes oats.
Yeah, he pushes people in the silos where they blend the oats. Probably the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I don't know though, because he just gets tickled when you poke him. So I don't know, man. He might
be invincible.
He's like SpongeBob. He's absorbing your blow. He's just dough. Yeah, he's gonna absorb it. He ain't gonna feel nothing.
You smash him with a baseball bat, and he's like,
just put him in the oven. That'll clear it up.
And you like try to torch him with a flamethrower. He's just like,
Honestly, you probably have a better chance against the freaking gecko from Geico Insurance.
I don't know. He's crafty.
I mean, he's tiny.
Batman,
for sure.
He might be like the Batman though of the insurance universe. He'll like find a way to just counter what you're trying to do. Like he's smart.
Well, there's
Snuggle
got to
Bear.
be somebody out there that sucks.
Snuggle Bear would be easy because he's just.
But it's a bear though. It doesn't matter. He's still a bear. There's a chance.
He's innocent and. Yeah, no, I think kind of looks kind of freaky. It's like a Chucky of stuffed animals. Soulless eyes.
I'll tell you who you're not going to beat up. That's the Green Giant.
Yeah, you're not winning a fight against the Green Giant. He's all hyped up on green beans.
Because I'm thinking right now, for sure him and Tony the Tiger are not going to be easy wins. Those are two guys that are going to kick your ass.
No, Tony the Tiger is going to be bearing you.
Yeah, he's scary. He's a muscle bound. He's a meathead tiger who just eats frosted flake. And then you got Chester the cheetah. I don't know. I mean, he's a cheetah, I guess.
Yeah, he'd be a little easier. He's kind of a little more douchey and kind of like he's probably high all the time.
What about what about Uncle Ben? You think he'd beat Uncle Ben in a fight?
I don't think Uncle Ben's kicking and throwing fists anymore.
He's retired now. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's kind of down for the count.
What about Chef Boyardee? He can kick his ass.
Oh, I don't know.
That's a tough one.
He makes some pretty good food, man. He might.
I'm gonna beat you with a ladle.
Shove his ladle right up your ass.
Well, let's see. What are they saying here? They got a tier list of mascots that they ranked them. Believe it or not, this is funny. And somebody put in the definitely would kick their ass. They put the Gerber baby. Well, it's a baby. Come on, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Kick the baby? Psycho?
The Keebler elf.
Oh, I would murder that little piece of shit.
They put Jared from Subway.
Yep, he can die too. He's a pedophile.
And then yeah, they put the Pillsbury Doughboy. But they put on Get Murdered By. They put the Burger King. Green Giant, the Kool-Aid Man. That'd be scary. He can just drown you. Drown you in a sugary beverage. Planter is the Planter's Peanut. Well, I guess if you're allergic, yeah, you're fucked. But, and the Pringles can guy, whatever that.
The Pringles little
Yeah.
chip guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
Just step on him.
And then somebody said they definitely wouldn't die, but they would get beaten up by the Jack in the Box character.
Oh no, yeah, that dude's like a hitman. He's got a tuxedo on and stuff.
They said Aunt
Definitely.
Jemima would kick their ass. The Kentucky Fried Chicken Colonel would kick their ass. The Nesquik Bunny would kick their ass. Oh man.
That Nesquik bunny is gonna be the hardest one to handle.
Let's see,
Dude.
fair fight. Who would put up a fair
Like
fight? They
bouncing
said
all
Count
over the place.
Chocula would put up a fair fight. Well, he could just bite you. He's gonna inject you with chocolate.
He's like, you don't taste like chocolate.
They said Little Debbie would put up a fair fight. I don't know how I feel about that.
She's
The peanut M&M would put up a fair. Isn't he the one that's like the most scared? He's the coward of the
yeah,
bunch.
he would be easy fight. Just eat him.
How about the hamburger helper oven mitt? You think he kick his
that
ass?
thing. You ever played Super Smash Bros?
I have, yes. Of course.
You know the hand, the boss
Yeah.
that you fight. That's that hand, except on like every drug known to man on the planet, taken all at once. That's what that hand is. The hamburger helper hand.
Okay. So definitely we're looking at the Pillsbury Doughboy would be easy. Boy, this is. What about Ronald McDonald? Do you think he'd kick somebody's ass?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
without a doubt. He's gonna be slamming
He's
you
just a
around.
clown.
He's just gonna be he's gonna be slamming you around and raging and trying to shove fries down your throat and trying to kill you.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I think
Ronald
honestly the
McDonald's a
easiest
handful.
mascots to beat would be the Chips Ahoy cookies because clearly they are not prepared for death and they get it all the
Oh, those
time.
things they just would roll around and then just
They're always dying, man. They go to birthday parties all happy and they end up getting eaten by their friends. Just a sad life they live.
The Chips Ahoy commercials are sadistic. They're always getting
All
eaten by humans and it's freaky.
So for sure the easiest to beat up would it's got to be the Keebler elf. I mean, they're elves. And then definitely the worst would be a green giant. I think he's just gonna kill you upon impact.
He's gonna have a good time doing it. He just
Yeah,
always looks so happy.
he's gonna shove his green beans up your ass.
He's like, they're healthy though.
Yeah, he's gonna throw you halfway across the country. With green beans up your ass. You're just dead. Oh man. This is a great topic. I think more people should appreciate the fact that brand mascots could possibly put up a fight. If God, they need to make a game where we fight like Super Smash Bros. with the mascots. Like, come on, we need to do this.
That would actually be a amazing idea.
Yes,
cool.
please, because I want to first of all, I want to beat up the dude that plays the Jimmy Dean sausage son. I think that's the dumbest shit ever. And I want to beat up the freaking cinnamon and the apple thing from Apple Jacks. Those two need to die. And
oh, the cinnamon stick in the apple.
yeah, they need to go. They need to go now. And definitely the Kool-Aid Man. I'd probably team up with him. I think that's a good fair fight there. I'm not gonna get on his bad side. And Chuck E. Cheese too. He's pretty scary now. Now that his stores are going down.
That's either an amazing place for a kid or that's like a nightmare place for a kid. There's no in between. You're either scared out of your mind or you're having the best time of your life.
Yeah, it's.
Every kid
I
can
guess
relate.
he'd probably put up a pretty good fight. Give or
Yeah.
take. Give or take. Grimace would probably do some bad things too.
Grimace that'd be scary. Just a big purple blob coming to suffocate you.
uh,
Yes, indeed.
I think Moon Man might be the worst to fight. No.
The Mac tonight.
Yeah. Oh, that's all I got.
So tell me about the St. Paul homicides.
Well, how about this?
You like
Because
that? You like
it's
that
not just
jump?
St. Paul. It's not just St. Paul. Okay, we were slightly jumping into this, but then we had to start recording and get into Andrew's garbage quote of the day. But
Well,
homicide rates in the United States have been skyrocketing in a lot of cities. No, St. Paul, Minnesota just happens to be technically home, so it's definitely not comfortable. But they were saying like democratic cities were increasing in like homicides. Specifically, like
interesting.
cities that had democratic politicians in office, whether it was local or obviously state, whatever, didn't matter. They were looking at that. Now, does that have anything to do with the crime rate? I don't know. Maybe Democrats tend to be a
Hard to
little
say.
bit lenient on things, but it's hard to say. Again,
They're like cops. We don't need those.
my thing is,
Well,
it's like
throw flashlights
who.
at night.
Nobody's really trying to be a police officer right now. I think that's the thing. It's tough. It's very, very tough for people because why
Everybody
would you
hates
want to
them.
get into a job that people just absolutely despise you and they don't want you there? And not everybody,
Generalize
but I
you.
mean, yeah. Not that Minnesota really has a super bad crime rate. We do, but it's bad for us because we're here. But St. Paul is definitely not getting any better. It's bad. It's really bad. I mean, they're breaking records every year. It's terrible.
You have Murderapolis and
I mean, they hit their
Not
homicide
St.
record.
Paul.
not St. Paul.
No, no. You want to keep it in Minneapolis? Go ahead. Even though I think it's even pretty bad over there. I mean, in Minneapolis, they got little kids getting shot by stray bullets. It's like
That is
enough's
horrible.
enough. Enough's enough. They're not doing anything wrong. Like there was a kid on the trampoline that got hit by a stray bullet. Dead.
Jeez.
Just out having fun,
Wow.
and some idiots are driving around shooting guns. Just and over what? Because somebody wears a different colored shirt than you? Maybe somebody sells drugs on this corner and it's Makona. No. Maybe you just really hate somebody. I don't know what the point is. I don't. I mean, you had the one guy chopped his girlfriend's head off, dumped her body in the goddamn trash can. People saw it, watched him do it, watched him throw a body in there. Just sick. There's just things like this that are just disgusting. It's absolutely just ridiculous. I mean, how depraved did you have to be to just be like, yeah, I think I'm going to kill somebody? That's sick.
I'm gonna kill somebody over a taco. It seems like a pretty valid reason to me.
Hey, you do you, man. You like Taco Bell wings? Go
Makes
ahead.
sense to me. They have wings. Taco Bell has wings.
Temporarily, yeah.
What the hell?
But
Interesting.
yeah, it's just disgusting, man. It's a disgusting world. I mean, look, you want to do drugs. That's your call. I'm not doing them with you, but you do whatever you got to do.
Here's something interesting. Now that we're on the topic of drugs, do you have any Percocets?
Look, we already crushed them up and put them
Rob,
in
do
your
you think-
cereal, man. It's too late. You had enough.
Oh, God. Rob, do you think weed is a gateway drug? What do you think about that?
I think I'm not going to say necessarily it's a gateway drug because I don't think the high to it
You
is
think it
what people
depends on
think it
that
is.
person?
Yeah, it depends on the
I think
person.
yeah.
Um,
That,
it can be a drug that can be abused though, 100%. Um, and what I mean is, no, if you work a job and you have the ability to pay for weed and do that and you want to do it, be my guest, whatever. I don't really care. I personally think it should be legalized. I find it to be economically a thing that we can all really rely on and benefit from. But unfortunately, there's people out there that will do it. They don't even have the money to afford it. They're just going to find it somehow. And it's like, no, maybe you should worry about other priorities. You know, you're going to smoke weed, but how are you going to eat? What are you going to do when you get those munchies? What are you going to do? Snack on the pizza crust on the floor of your car? I mean, what are you going to do? You're kind of stuck now. You're going to go back behind Holiday gas station and steal some sandwiches that are expired? I mean, it's like your options become limited. Is it a gateway drug though? No, I don't think so. Because the high can't be matched by a lot of things. The high is not as strong or as potent as like cocaine or heroin or like any of the other hallucinogens like LSD and all that stuff. They all have a different concept of high. Some are uppers, some are downers, blah blah blah, whatever. Some get you really horny and some get you puking. But there's positives and negatives to everything. I think weed's got a lot of
I think
positives, but
after
it
this
also
you
has
can tell
negatives.
me. After this, can you tell me which one? Which one? Makes you.
But you know what else? When you're smoking the weed, when you smoke something, it cuts off oxygen intake
When
into
you
your
smoke weed, you
system.
turn gay.
So you're
You
killing your
turn
brain
gay.
cells. People always say
Yeah.
marijuana doesn't kill brain cells, man. There's no scientific evidence.
And then you look at the person that's saying that, and you're like,
And then
"Oh
I'm like,
yeah,
man,
he's right."
look, I don't blame you, man. You want to smoke weed? That's cool. I don't frown upon it. I frown upon people that would choose marijuana over friendships, over family, over all this stuff.
That's
I
me.
mean, I know people that had kids that would literally just they cared more about getting a $20 bag of weed before getting their kids a fucking pack of diapers or getting them fed. Like, come on, man. Relax.
Come on, man.
I got a better idea. How about we go buy you a gun, put a bullet in it, and you put it up to your head?
Oh,
How's that for a hot take?
that hurts.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't even feel it. Man, this shit ain't nothing. Give me another bullet. Give me another bullet.
Walk it off. Just walk.
Man, man, do I even have a brain in here? What the heck?
Walk it off, man.
Yo, you'll find out, man. There's fluid that'll leak out, man.
There's fluid that'll leak.
It's not just any fluid though. It's all those ices you drank over the years. They're all coming back out. I've had enough. I gotta call it. All right, end the show.
We're calling it. Wait, before you end it, just want to thank everybody, for listening to this episode 35, and if you see a green giant, avoid him at all costs. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.
Skibbity bee bop.